Developing now, the Michigan Attorney General's office is looking for a special prosecutor to oversee a potential case against a former Escanaba Catholic school teacher. As we previously reported, an unnamed teacher was fired from Holy Name Catholic Church in February after a parent complaint made in late January about boundary violations. In reviewing classroom video, Escanaba Public Safety says it found more, quote, potential boundary violations involving a second preschool-age child. Public Safety told us the investigation remains open now, but it was referred to the AG's office because of a potential conflict with staff at the Delta County Prosecutor's Office. Just yesterday, the AG's office determined there is a conflict, and it is seeking a special prosecutor to review the potential charges. The teacher's name is not being released as they have not been charged.